to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will put total weather to crank us up. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So West Virginia's offense will have the football first. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for space, it's White. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Hits a seam wide open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Utah Utes offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air, it's Henderson. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Got some room headed to the goal line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people. But You got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Parker. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. The Utes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Utes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Nice move to pick up yardage. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
I love when you boot athletic quarterbacks, and you boot him to the left right here outside the pocket. Does a great job. He can attack down the field, or he can take off and run. It's kind of a pass-run option, especially when you have a guy that dynamic at the quarterback spot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run for it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is...
He's got him, first down and more. And And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. With the catch, it's Gray. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pitting their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. To throw, it's Henderson. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the goal line. He gets it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Utah State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. It's a running room. Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Utes are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Fakes to grab. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! A great catch and run for 6.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
That's caught. It's White. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. There he goes! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And the Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Mountaineers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man. It's Bray. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Pressure coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Gets it out fast.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Kick is in the air. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the...
He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. He makes... catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Makes the catch. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. He's got the back in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. And the defense wraps up the 1st half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
It's caught and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays out. As I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
After run, now throw. Got the back over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Hard running there. And the Mountaineers get it past the sticks.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 45, on his way. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. It's complete on the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Wide open spaces. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. On the run, it's Parker. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. You're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Dampier. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Gets the back moving. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Quickly complete. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. On the ground, it's Edwards. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
You can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
And the Mountaineers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks. And here's the pick. And, oh, did they need that right now. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception. possession. A long way to go for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they
lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Unleashes one deep. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. To the air, it's Dampier. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And the comeback is on.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 13 over Utah State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just 1 possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Dampier. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to pass on second down. He'll throw it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now, and you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this D's had some good moments today, and they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. They'll give me a few first downs, but this one's over.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, 4th down.
And for the 5th time, the offense will go for it on 4th down. 2 for 4 so far. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, West Virginia.
And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Locked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're